Okay, so recording on YouTube, so behave yourselves.
Okie dokie.
It's not crashing anymore, that's good, man.
Well, we're not seeing the slowdowns caused by sending volume 0 to a bunch of ambient generics at the stall around.
Question, where's the trap indicator here?
That pyro is a spy.
I think we've been conditioned to expect there to be traps along here as Death Run players.
Yeah, true. It's so sketchy.
Presumably, this tank forms part of a
That's been
forms
blown
part
up.
of a trap itself, doesn't it?
No, it's been blown up. It's perhaps been activated.
Well, if this is part of a trap, then what's this zone over here?
That is a different trap.
Oh, do both these traps? Are they right next? So there's quite a long stretch of traps then.
No, the trap for the tank is only right next to the tank, so that
No worm.
Sorry, could you say that again? You cut out.
Medic!
it's the tank itself that's the trap. There's after it, it's not a trap.
Ah, so if I stand between the tank and the next trap, it's safe.
Yes.
So what's the tank trap then? The tank explodes or something?
Yes, and kill. If you're like,
And do you only get killed by it if you're standing around the outside of the tank?
yes, so like at the left or the right of the tank.
Ah, so
I
it's
was
just a
standing right
normal.
next to it.
So it's just a normal. If you're in the square when it goes off, you die. Guaranteed death trap, except it has a tank in it.
Yes.
Fair enough. See, there's no yellow boundary or anything, so it's a bit unusual. That's just because of our experiences on other death run maps. It doesn't mean that what you've done here is bad or wrong or anything. We'll get used to it, I'm sure.
The motivators behind you.
Oh god, that is a motivator!
And it's
I think you already hit
it's
that
visible.
trap.
Oh man.
What?
What the fuck? Why did I die?
I think he touched
It wasn't
the
next to the
trigger.
lasers.
I wasn't inside the kill zone as far as I
He
could
was
see.
nowhere close to it. He was-
Yeah, but I think they heard...
I was killed by
I don't know.
Hartman kill trigger.
You were killed by what?
Hartman _ kill trigger.
Yeah, the motivator.
What?
But the motivator's on the other side of the corridor.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I thought it was the trap itself.
So it would seem that your motivator trigger here might be too wide, or there might be some issue.
Yes.
We can always do show triggers toggle in future to see how large it is and stuff. But I think if this trap is supposed to be Team America, maybe some American flags may attached to the tanks. I think
So
that
if
would
I
make it
stood
more
about
interesting.
right here, I wouldn't die.
Doesn't really. There's no indication of the bounds of the trap around this tank. When it explodes, it sort of just pops upwards. I wonder if you could put some kind of ring of mini explosions around it or something, or dust puffs or something to indicate
like
that
the
the blast.
dynamite.
That's what I was gonna plan on adding.
Yeah, you probably should.
That's good,
do
yeah,
that.
because that'll give a visual indication. You are recording this, aren't you, ID? You said so.
I am. So
Is
I
there any
like
way to,
YouTube.
Is there any way to get through this trap without dying? Or
The revolution
Oh,
will
no.
not
Oh,
be
no.
televised. But this will.
so this entire area is one large trap, and if you're inside it, you die.
Well, I did make it full slow.
Burke, don't spray that. I'm gonna get demonetized.
Presumably, it's gravity that's causing it to come down. It's just that this trap, it's a little bit on the long side for me. I think it should be a bit shorter. Maybe you could have just one bomb, and perhaps you could change the wooden box that surrounds the bomb. Maybe you could get rid of the box and just have some kind of overhead beams or framework, and then we're more likely to see the bomb, because at the moment I think you don't notice it. I know you probably think, oh well, you should be more observant, but if you find yourself getting killed to it, then that feels unfair, and it should never feel unfair, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
I'm dying for some reason. Yes, I was killed by Hartman kill trigger again.
Yeah, that's weird. Like it's killing like randomly almost.
And it wasn't an instant death. It took about 3 hits for me to kill.
Oh, that's not on the motivator.
3, 2, 1. Fight to the death.
Play ball!
Okay, I've enabled auto mode. If you could demonstrate how to get through this mine trap.
Sure.
Wait.
Oh, that's
the
interesting.
mines explode.
Don't know if you know this, but that's not how mines work. Normally, if you touch a mine, it explodes.
Ah yes, there is spawning mines.
It's just an effect.
Yeah, mines. If you touch a mine in real life, they explode.
Yeah, no, mine's
That's the reason I was confused, because I think you're not using mines for their correct purpose here.
I mean, I guess it's fine though. Like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
But it caused a lot of people to die in the first round because it was the opposite of what people expect, and it's the very first trap. The first trap should be the easiest, and there should be no confusion. If you're using a hazard from real life, people have an understanding of how that hazard works, so you shouldn't have like different physics to how people expect.
But I think like because
Different
they're
mechanics.
constantly exploding, they're gonna like notice it though. Like what? Wait, this isn't how mines normally work. So maybe they will understand.
True, but like I said, you don't expect to be able to touch a mine and survive.
Oh, that's pretty. It's a pretty hard trap for the beginning, because that's gonna kill everyone. Like at least 60% of your players will die to that first trap.
So, what trap did that pyro die to?
So it's a good idea to have the easiest traps at the beginning.
Should I give free runs so we can see the minigames?
No, we still have a lot of actual traps to test.
Like dust.
So Matt,
Alright,
the Hartman kill trigger, it's not part of the motivator. It's supposed to activate to kill people in the secret when the motivator goes past that area.
Well, it seems to
But
be enabling sooner.
Yeah, because I changed the time that the motivator starts, so I forgot to change that.
Boys, we have a traitor!
Strange that it should be extending that far above ground if it's only meant to kill people in the secrets.
Because the secret that teleports there, back above ground, so they could potentially get behind the motivator. So sure.
That's pretty interesting. You can skip the platform thing completely. You know the trap.
Cool,
with
you can
the-
use plus use.
You can just like jump this. Easy. I don't even need the platform.
No, it's more for the noobs.
I see.
Has this trap been used? What happens?
I don't know.
Sacrifice yourself format.
Is it some kind of... Oh.
Wait, it doesn't even kill the player. Nice trap.
What's the, what are the metal, things on the side for?
Oh, that's auto mode, it's lasers.
Ah, okay. That's, led me to believe that that was part of the trap.
Uh,
Not a major issue.
Oh god.
I
that's a
usually
hard one.
advise people not to have trap elements that magically appear from nowhere, and to always have trap elements visible in some way, so people can predict their movements and try to guess at what's going to happen so they can try and avoid it. But yeah, I appear to avoid being killed by the lasers there. I don't know if that's intentional.
that's not intentional.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Tanks remind me of Daleks.
Exterminate. There is this weird bug with the FOV. I get this tilted camera sometimes. It was a problem in the last version too. I don't know what causes it. It's a pretty weird bug.
Oh, cool, you put a Pink Floyd's The Wall map in here.
Tank didn't come out of barrels, the barrels only activated after the tank left.
This whole area is very red. It's got lots of red lights. There doesn't actually seem to be a source of the red light, and also you cannot see the lasers against the white wall because they are the same colour. So I would get rid of the red lights because it doesn't make any sense, and that would mean that the walls are white, and so you would then be able to see the lasers.
I have the tank set to unblockable by player, and when I tested by myself it wasn't unblockable, so I don't know why it's blockable.
Some of these lasers, the lasers on the outside, they seem to come on with the noise, the sound effect, but the two lasers in the middle don't have a sound effect. If you provide a sound effect, what you're doing, aside from it being
Motivator.
stylish, is you're providing a sound cue. Sound cues are used to give the player an innate sense of what is going on, so that you can use sound to try and time things, you know?
Can someone go back into that trap behind you?
But
I
these
don't see anything
lasers
wrong
don't
with the
kill the
handles.
player. That's weird. They're like cosmetic lasers.
If you have sound effects on some things but not others, then it confuses the sound effects that you do have.
None of the are the lasers supposed to kill the player?
Yes.
I see.
Why did I survive?
Yeah,
There
I'm
appears to be something
respawning
blocking me on the right.
players for spawning. Tested.
I'm blocked on the right hand side here. There's some kind of invisible collision.
Oh yeah, motivator behind you.
Oh god, the motivator. Evo jump! Berg, it's all up to you now.
Dude, why does the pyro have a human model?
Thanks, Pally.
Is that...
Need a dispenser here.
What is that? What is... What's T-800, run? What?
The freaking heavies are spot. Hey, knucklehead. I'm talking. The freaking spong. The freaking soldiers need a dispenser. Hey, if somebody need a
Yeah, there's just a lot
I
of
see a
games.
problem with that.
spy over here.
Maybe
There's a spy over over there.
Oh, not this one.
Help!
Oh, fuck off. Why did it break?
Ah, damn, that's hard. That's hard.
Victory.
But in a good way. I didn't feel like it was unfair.
Those platforms in the middle shouldn't break because you've already shown the player that platforms that look like that. So if you then create platforms that look exactly the same and they break, then you're messing with the player's expectations.
That was in the earlier version of the map. I actually forgot to take that out.
There's also no real need to have them break because they're difficult enough as it is, I think. That was lucky. When you activate this trap, do you block people in using invisible walls?
No.
Good. Well done. That would be
It's
very
a loud
unfair.
skill.
Like I'm
That's
sure
last
this exploding tank needs like a particle effect for the explosion. Or something.
Yeah, I said I
Do
was
I
gonna
not have
add
a
that.
chance to survive here, or are we just going to die?
Well, I did have the 50-50 thing, but you said it wasn't.
I don't recall saying get rid of it.
You said it was pointless.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't mean get rid of it because now it's worse. Now you're guaranteed to die.
Wait, what's this?
Watch this.
Is this supposed to be
Standing
not
here, I
solid?
shouldn't die.
The actual vehicle is like a ghost vehicle.
See, if I stand here, it shouldn't kill me.
Shit.
No.
You go
Is
in
that-
between
My point was
the
that,
things, it won't kill you.
My point was that aside from the fact that aeroplanes fly overhead, it's still essentially a 50-50 trap.
Which one?
The one that we just died in, or I just died in. In fact, no, I didn't die because I was respawned. But you know what I
No,
mean.
no, no, no. I took the 50-50 element.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean remove the 50-50 and keep the same trap. I meant that the mechanic of the, even though you have the airplanes, which looks pretty cool, the core mechanic of the trap is still just a 50-50. Try and not have chance elements in maps where possible. We try to advise against having chance elements because obviously they feel unfair if you get killed by them. But I think sometimes some chance elements can be good, but not if it's like 50-50. If it's like you have a 30% chance of dying or something, that feels better. I can see Mojor here.
Yeah, yeah, I made a mistake there. Easy to fix.
I can actually see things through it, presumably as part of some Easter egg, or it could be this actually. Not that it matters. Oh, I died. Thanks.
If you stand in the thing, it kills you.
We can do this all day, guys.
Does that activate at random?
Fucking lazy person. You're supposed to do it.
Is there another trigger we gotta hit to unlock that?
Easy. First try.
What are we talking about now?
This rocket door here, that's probably where the boss secret is.
No, boss is unlocked by completing order mode.
What?
So yeah, unlock completing order. Can't get
Beating all the lit.
auto.
Your mic's cutting out. Oh, you gotta complete auto mode first. Like, complete it once, or you have to complete all the time?
360, what the fuck?
So you can't. It's not available on manual mode.
Oh right, I'm using the
Rock, paper, scissors.
VLAN. Have to restart TF2. Yeah, I was using my fucking more shitty Wi-Fi.
You could get Insta.
So if you've got a game that doesn't work, if there are too many players, then you could put above it, you know, recommended 5 players or something, or 1 to 5 players. If you've got a game which is good for lots of players, then, you know, you put like good for lots of players, or high players, low players, medium players.
Made them compatible for like any player.
Well, you could do, but I think sometimes it's good to have games which are suitable for smaller number of players as opposed to larger number of players, and vice versa, because some incentive for more people to survive, or maybe occasionally if somebody does a free run, then, you know, because if only 1 or 2 players get to the end, then it makes more sense if there's a game tailored for low numbers of players, because that provides a more satisfying experience for them.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to make a minigame scale for any number of players. It takes a lot of work. Can you avoid the bullets on this trap by standing in between the guns?
Yes. But I think it's a bit too small. I'm gonna try and widen it.
Perhaps you could
He's
put
already
some...
pressed the trap though.
Okay. Maybe you could put some bullet decals on the wall opposite.
Oh yeah, I did have whatchamacallit, target models, but they break on the first time it's shot.
Yeah, maybe you could put like if there's an overlay or a decal which looks like a targeting dummy or a target. I'm sure you'd be able to find something.
I did have targeting dummies there, but like when he uses the trap, they break.
I know you just said. I did hear. So that's why I suggested instead you use overlays.
Why isn't the tank moving? What?
Because it's waiting for Burke. Oh yeah, the tank does appear to go through some crates and a barrel.
No, so Maddie, if you come here. When it gets to like the fourth like track that's here, then they appear.
Oh, so they magically appear out of thin air.
Well, when it was blank, you made a complaint about it.
Well, perhaps I should have said maybe you should put gate.
Gate.
Or another door?
Is
Yeah,
this a
you know what
secret?
the gate is.
Or am I down?
If you saw the tank in there, then you might be able to anticipate it coming out.
This looks like a secret. Sure.
You could put a gate
secret
that's
there if you want.
you
I
could
mean,
put a
if this
gate
was
that
mine, that
rolls
would-
upwards to
that would be
release the tank. Does look like the kind of thing you would expect there to be a secret in, but it's a bit
No, it's just-
exposed.
Yeah, it even has like a keypad
It's just
and shit.
decoration.
I think these hammers could use some sound effects.
Why would... Matt, if you come here...
I'll go get it.
Why would these lasers not be killing people? I have them set to do 100 damage.
Env laser can be unreliable when it comes to damage. Normally, it's better to use trigger hurt and
Oh,
just have the
shit,
laser
Duke
for an effect.
Nukem.
Duke Nuke.
Oh fuck!
Oh god, that was so unexpected.
Eating the reverse way.
Instant spinner, by the way.
Oh, the floor
Yeah.
doesn't do anything, it's just no...
That's raw.
I don't see the point in rotating the floor. I think the floor should stay static.
I thought it was a cool thing.
Eat my dust.
It is cool,
I've seen
but
other maps that do it.
Yeah, I used that shit.
it's a
back in
bit
the day.
confusing, a bit visually noisy. The game mode is supposed to be about dodging the spinner, and if you've got the floor rotating as well, that just makes it unnecessarily hard, in my opinion.
Maybe that's part of the challenge. Visual.
The thing is,
Yeah, it's all about the challenge, mate.
if you fail because something is visually distracting, that's unfair. It doesn't feel like you beat the challenge.
Does it?
It doesn't feel, you know what I mean?
I
It
don't
doesn't
know,
feel like
man.
you failed at the challenge legitimately. It feels like you were fucked over by the game for its poor design, if you know what I mean.
I don't
Did
know.
you like all the performance improvements I made? Like the portals I added across the map?
Yeah,
The thing about performance improvement is you don't notice it if there's no issues. So, yes, I suppose I do.
yeah, there has to be
Like if you put
performance issues.
if you put net graph 3, now you get like 200 FPS when you were getting like 30 to 60 last time.
Well done. The only
that's
thing I
good.
would say is that when the round resets, there is a bit of a pause, like a couple of seconds, and I think
Doesn't
a
that-
lot of entity
Doesn't
shit
that
must
happen
be
on
going.
a lot of maps though?
No,
I mean, it happens on your map. You get like massive lag.
which one?
Steamworks. The round restart. there's
really?
Lots of lag. Yeah.
I don't remember that being an issue.
It's not an issue because it's like
don't
only
know.
3 seconds.
I don't remember there being lag. That bad?
No, there's no
Maybe
lag.
it's
It's
just
just
me.
like the first 3 seconds of the round. It's just like lag, and then it's normal again.
It's just, it's probably fine. It's just a little bit concerning. That's all.
No, it's not concerning at all. It's how it's always been. It works, but
Well, I mean, to me, it doesn't seem normal.
Oh god, the
What
auto
I'm saying
mode
is
is
that
harder.
it could be indicative of other problems.
The auto mode is
so
harder.
yes, automatic is. It is harder because I made manual mode for the noobs and auto mode for the.
Yeah, this is like pure impossible levels.
Oh, come on, this isn't that difficult.
Yeah, it's not that difficult. I mean,
Oh,
it's
I was killed by
difficult to
Harmon
me,
filter,
but
yeah.
not to you guys.
The difficulty isn't bad, I'm just not that good.
Hang on, the rockets are coming out of midair. There's no indication they're gonna come out of midair
That's a
though.
bit weird. Where are the rockets? Oh.
Yeah, I'll do something. I'll do something about that.
I think the pyro flames here are a little bit too much. I think one pyro flame would probably be enough. You can't see far beyond the pyro flames. It's a bit, you know.
Man, why is the motivator so dark? I think it should be unlit generic. Seems to be lit by something.
It's a motivator.
The fuck?
Come on guys, the motivator is coming, you better run. It's now or never.
The multiple amounts of pyro flames are making my game
That's so
lag.
hard. This is actually mega difficult.
I think you should have a permanent static platform between the moving platforms and between the exploding platforms. So what I'm suggesting is having a safe jumping off point into the exploding platforms.
Okay.
Also can't see the spikes on the right hand side on these platforms, they're too dark.
Where are you now?
In the first automated trap in the wall corridor. Look.
Yes,
Oh,
I'll
you're
add
standing
more
on something. The fuck? R60D in his quickfire
Yeah, it's my
That's
bind
yelling.
now. Oh, the motivator!
Burke appears to have found a small brush you can stand on.
Alright.
Where?
Not that it matters,
even-
because he'll still get killed by the motivator anyway.
No, I'll fix everything, it's cool.
Do you know, I actually think that the hammers are easier like this. Could be easier, because I didn't try them myself.
I find them much harder.
Because there, with the broken pieces of the platform, you can see the areas that they.
There's a spy over here.
5,
Yeah, there's a spy over there. Need a dispenser here.
2, 1.
Boys, we have
Need a dispenser here. Need a dispenser here. Need a dispenser here.
have a go at
Need a dispenser here.
sweetheart.
Need a dispenser.
Good stuff. Feels like a little bit of a sacrifice trap, this tank. Oh, so does this one, really. Maybe you shouldn't have the you shouldn't complete the plane animation if nobody's caught in the trap.
Yeah, like make it blow up.
On auto mode on this trap, I thought that the lasers coming out of the guns and the gun sound effects might have been slightly out of sync.
Alright, I'll
No, I was
check
trying
in
to-
the next time automate is.
Does the actual machine guns have like muzzle flash connections? Or is it just the
Yes,
laser?
that's the MG42.
Right.
The Germans
I
used
couldn't,
it in World War II.
Is it
Very
your
famous. The Nazis.
I wasn't sure whether or not to rely on the sound effects being produced by the lasers, so I just had to focus on like the lasers and ignore the sound effects. I also think the sound effects were a little bit too quiet.
I don't know why, but I have the sound to play off at the same time, but it like lags behind a bit.
Now having something flashing at you can put you off. You might want to like increase the safe window by say 0.2 seconds as well, but that's up to you. Oh, and also with your hazard tapes, please could you not make them out of brushes? Could you please brush faces on the edge of the brush, and instead of going forwards you jump upwards, but it can.
What if I make them non-solid?
You could do, but it's just a bit wasteful and it doesn't look as nice as if you use an overlay. To give you an idea, there is a Team Fortress hazard strip material which is designed to be used as an overlay. If you apply it to the face and then I think you either turn off or enable the handles of the overlay, then it would actually sort of create a continuous overlay. It's like one long hazard strip that isn't stretched. It looks really nice.
Yeah, but for some traps I need the overlay.
Well, if that is the
hazard
case,
disabled.
rather than having an extra brush on top of them and making it a non-solid brush or whatever, you could just chop up the floor into several brushes, one of which is the same thickness as the hazard tape, and then just apply the hazard tape material to it.
Will you just let's go?
Oh no, this is scary.
This feels like a laser tag
Shit.
arena.
This is scary.
Fuck me.
So the idea here is to find,
God,
or
this is
are we
scary.
allowed to kill the?
I like
Are we
the
allowed to kill the
pattern.
activator in this?
I think it's like a find the
Yes.
activator kind of game.
Okay, well, tell you what. The next time we do it, if we do it, kill health function in DTK.
5, 4,
Let's try and skip some traps now and try and test the traps that we haven't actually tested as much or something, or we could just go straight to mini games.
We could do that. Does the map have any debug?
sweetheart!
Debug.
Yeah, you can like Roblox has like this trigger which like teleports everyone to the minigame zone like
We got a spy.
instantly
The
or something.
freaking spy. The freaking.
Yeah, we can fire entities from the server itself. So if you have any
Hey, you
debug
suck dicks!
entities, we can use those. But apparently you do not, so never mind.
The activator corridor seems a lot simpler and wider now. It's far more comfortable. Far more comfortable. You've done a fantastic job there. Well done.
Ooh, Warmat is impressed. That's a rare one.
One thing I would say is that your speed lane is a little bit too wide. I would, when it goes around the bend here, I would like to be thrust continually round the bend, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
How do I do that?
Well, let's say when I exit one trigger push, that pushes me into another trigger push, and then I can basically just go on one continuous circuit without ever having to do anything.
I did. Are you talking about that triangle one?
Here I are. Right. Also, I'm not sure, but I was just attacked by a scout's rap assassin, and it somehow got through the bars and hurt me. It's /TP.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So do we just
It's nice
wait?
square.
Do we just wait, do we? Or we don't have to do anything?
Yes. Ah, fuck.
Okay,
What's the need for?
fair enough.
Oh, you
Just
get
the
grinded up
pillars.
into meat.
Oh, that's the thing.
Crap.
The Wall, if you haven't seen it already, the film.
I have.
Good. I don't mean myself. Remembers your preference for the entirety of your server session. So there's no need to continually spam the TP command. You're welcome. As I was saying, that place that I teleported you to, the active.
I like lower push amount near the end.
I would instead.
It doesn't push you all.
What you might find the best thing to do is to end. To exert a force on somebody that can interfere with their movements, and so you actually push people against a wall, and they're trying to escape from the push, but they can't, and it's really annoying. So what I do is I don't have the trigger pushes lined up with the wall, or the same width as the speed lane. They are instead similar to something. It's this guy. Hooray! Oh, no, hang on, let me scale him.
Oh no!
Oh, guys, I just said let me scale him.
Wait, I was the boss. What?
Flawless
Was
defeat.
Just not paying attention.
Situation. Could you give us a chance to scale the activator's health so it's a fairer fight?
3, 2, 1.
Fair fight. Wait, isn't there a thing you can do it in increasing the health?
Yeah, you can apply the activator's health just by giving them the health, add output health, simple.
Oh
But the
right.
problem is you have to include a bunch of logic to based on the number of players. Annoying, you know, to set up. I suck ass. Thank you. Once you've worked out that the only time you actually die from a mine is when it explodes, it's actually easy to do. It's just that counterintuitive mine behaviour. Fuck me, I'm so shit.
Tell us something we don't know.
Woo! How about I just bypass your trap completely? Okay, now I died. It seems that on the left hand side you're quite safe. Maybe not, okay. Does seem strange that the sides are empty I wonder if you could do anything about that.
Yeah, it feels like you could like dodge them. Just by going to the left or right.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Maybe you could just close the walls in slightly. I can't remember if I've got my alias working or not. Yeah, I do. Fuck me. You know, I think doing the jumps in the lava pit in third person actually makes it harder.
I find third person in general harder for me.
I find it harder unless you're fighting bosses.
Oh no, motivator coming. No more respawning.
Oh, I think that that jump there, I think it requires a bit of a crouch jump and it's a bit too difficult. Oh, these bombs just respawn and fall. Holy shit, that's a quick respawn rates. But it's not too bad actually, it's not too difficult. I'm dying. I'm being killed by Hartman's trigger again, yeah.
What? Hartman trigger?
Fair enough.
What
Hartman's
is...
had enough
yeah.
of your respawning shit.
How
I
did it
forgot
even kill
to-
me? Oh no.
I'm stuck inside somebody for some reason. It wouldn't be the first time. LOL.
Oh, RTL.
Where's the other guy? With
Oh no, is we... Yeah.
there you
Oh,
are.
well, we're
there
stuck
we go.
inside. We're solid, okay. There we are. Wow, I'm getting some real Neo-Noir vibes off this.
Real what?
Neo-Noir vibes.
Yes, I took inspiration
Inspiration.
from for Automatic Trap.
It's not a criticism, just an observation. Holy crap, this is rather interesting. It's just a shame that I don't think many people are going to get here. Oh, fuck, honestly, how do you guys play in third person?
I don't.
I don't either.
Oh, was I going the wrong way? Idiot.
Yeah, it was hard to respawn.
Alright, the boss is
Right,
on.
can we go into an arena? What the fuck? Why is he dying?
I'm gonna
What the
die.
fuck? Choose arena,
Why'd you
Burke!
throw a ball at me? What?
Oh, can you choose an arena, please? Stop attacking him.
Can we do something we
Come on.
haven't?
Perk, boss is on.
Arena, fuck's sake. Okay, boss, fine.
Oh no, not this.
How tedious.
Okay, now I'm going to go into third person. Because I don't believe this is doable in first person. It makes it far more difficult than it needs to be.
Oh god. I couldn't do that.
Fuck me!
Perhaps some grenades will finish you.
I can't crouch quick enough.
Enough! I shall just shoot you. Enough of this foolishness. Now I shall stop toying with you.
Ooh, toy with me.
Ooh, everyone dodged that one. Nice.
I think it's easier to jump than it is to crouch because the spacebar is right under your thumb, but crouching, for me, is actually quite an awkward move. What? What? Why did I die?
You gotta stand on the green platform.
Oh, that's a bit silly. You went from using red
Ah,
to
shit.
indicate that the platform's dangerous to another system where green indicates a safe one, but you also use the same colour as the gas. And
No!
I associate gas
That's
with
so
danger.
hard.
I would just stick with using red to denote dangerous platforms, and rather than having one safe platform, just make every other platform dangerous, because you're using behaviours that you've already taught the player. If you do that. I also think that the distance to the wall, the outer wall, should be greater to give people more time to respond to the crouching spikes, because I think the crouching spikes come too soon you have to take into account things like latency and human reaction times. Also the fact that, for me at least, pressing crouch is really uncomfortable because I've got to bend my little finger left. Oh fuck.
Is the lava rising a problem?
I saw these signs appearing there,
Oh god.
and I was trained to dodge the mini... I saw the signs appearing, and I was about to dodge the miniguns, but then the bottom row of spikes shot out. I was not expecting the bottom row of spikes to come at me.
Yeah, the mixing is really hard because you can't really predict it.
I think you need to indicate what... Because I don't think the voice lines themselves are reliable.
It's the different pictures match what movie's gonna.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I'm in third person and having to look downwards at what is about to approach me, because I'm looking down at the platforms to see what colour they are. If I'm in first person, I can't look at the platform beneath me unless I look straight down. But I also need to look at the platforms around me to see which ones are safe. So I cannot then also look up to see the pictures.
It's okay. I'm redoing the boss battle anyway. Totally overhauling.
No problem.
Okay.
All I'm saying is the pictures and voice lines are cool, but you should have some indication that's in the player's view. Because if you force players to have to look in multiple directions, it's either impossible or extremely uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
Wait, the map is
No,
100
it's a
megabytes.
free run.
Wait, where is the file size going? This-
113.
Yeah, like I don't.
130.
I think it's still a lot, you know. Even with my 20 megabytes.
there's-
agree.
Takes me a long time.
I mean, there's a lot of other maps that are way bigger than mine.
yeah, but that doesn't.
Yeah,
mean you
but
should
we
have
don't tend to use those as a basis for comparison because that's eventually you're just going to end up with huge maps which are like 200 megabytes, and the person who releases that map will say, well, X map is 190.
Yeah, you should
It
really
just gets
look
worse
at,
and worse.
like PlayStation. Like they did it correct. They're using .wave compression,
There's a
the
spy
good
over
one,
here.
and they're not like wasting any of the file size because they know people don't have super internet and servers don't like it.
Who's Isotope?
That was all you.
Good question.
Who is Isotope? What is the
Who
guy?
is Isotope? Nobody really knows.
I think
I think
he
the
like
real Isotope is different from the persona of Isotope.
right.
Can we choose an arena, please? Or the maze, and
Alright.
I'll do the health scaling.
Listen to the boss, man.
Health
Oh no!
scaling.
Hell no! Fucking off.
They are, you have 2,147 health. Correct, noob. I hope you have projectile weapons.
No, I'm a fucking sniper and I suck at snipers.
Where is he? I must light him up. It's my duty as pyro. This is why we need class variety, because a pyro can light up a player in a dark environment, and a sniper can shoot
Killed
people
us
across
60s,
long distances.
AFK, XD. Hey, leave me
All we
alone,
need
I just
is
wanna
to
live.
scale the activator's health, and everything else is taken care of.
I'll have to do that.
It's alright, you don't have to worry
Hey,
about it.
whoa, 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 hey, I just want peace. What's it?
Tough. It's our job to kill you, I'm afraid. Oh, you're doing a pretty good job on your own, though.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna run out of ammunition at some point.
Maybe if you aimed better, it wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, I'm doing all the work. Look at you jumping up like the bloody bushman you are.
Australia.
I don't like these
Yes,
these
yeah.
jumpy things. They're a little bit over the top.
What jumpy things?
Having to jump up the side of the pyramid.
Choose. You need to show me what you're talking about. Don't
Having
shoot
to
me.
jump up the steps on the side of the pyramid. It's I think you should put steps on both on all
it's
sides, all four
these-
sides.
Uh,
Or maybe a ramp, an invisible ramp so you can walk up it easier. How are you not dead, Maddie?
Skills.
because he was cheating.
Fuck you, bitch. Nicely done. Well done. I thought that was really good.
Not as good as me.
It also goes to show that DTK uses appears to be quite good as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So if we go maze next time, then I'd like to do the health scaling on that as well to see how that plays.
We also should try more humiliation because there's 4 different humiliations.
Yeah, sure. See, this is why we like to have debug functions and shit, because we can just zap ourselves straight to the end then. Saves having to run through the map.
Alright. So
Normally what we
okay.
do... Oh, it looks like it's not a free run after all. Normally what we do is we advise people either to make a point teleport with a particular name, or a logic relay or something like that. And then we have a plugin which we can use to send inputs to entities. So if I were to type /trigger tele end, for instance, then it would teleport me to the end, and then I'd just be able to choose a minigame. Also, I think that if 2 people touch one of these doors, then it will actually stop the door, so it could be used by griefers to stall.
Where?
These doors here.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, but look here. Where's R60? Did you see? Do you like the extra detail added to the map?
Yeah, it's.
I
like,
was about to say actually that I really like the this hospital thing you've got going on. I've only just noticed it when I came back though.
Do you know why I did that though, and also added a building here?
I don't.
So I could separate the map and skyboxes.
Oh,
Because
very clever.
if I had the skybox there, then like suddenly if you went around the corner, that building would appear out of nowhere.
You have made me very happy.
You know the radio
I love
tower
seeing
has
this.
2 satellite dishes? You know the
This is
radio...
great. Sorry, I'm
the
just...
radio... That radio tower and
I'm
the 2
just stunned.
satellites there are... The radio and the 2 satellites there are in the skybox,
Yes.
so you can see them on the other side of the building.
How is this man? Burke, how is this man? Anyway, sorry, yeah, the doors that go down into right after that automated platform thingy, if 2 people touch them, it can block the door, it seems.
How do I prevent this?
We'll talk about it later.
Alright.
So guys, let's group up and go hunt some activator.
Can you guys see much
Oh,
better
where is
now?
he?
Here he is.
Come here.
Can you see a lot better the lighting in this map, in the maze?
I can't see any problems so far. I would say that the
I got rid of the wormholes because the wormholes themselves were like, the GIF was 9 megabytes, so yeah, I got rid
yeah,
of that.
it's a great
found 'em.
improvement. I also love the fact that the floor is no longer glass, because that was really distracting.
Yeah.
Why have you got fucking crits, bitch?
Some of the
We're
by the way,
stuck
some
in
of
the
the
wall.
walls some of the walls you can break. You can break some of the walls. Oh shit!
I wouldn't, if you could not kill them, respawn, that'd be great, because we're trying to test. What are you getting crits from? Is that a drink?
He's drinking.
I see.
Fucking alcoholic.
Nicely done.
He's
Don't
almost
respawn.
dead. Come on, don't lose now. Don't lose now.
It's important for it to be a fair test, so respawning sort of doesn't make it very fair.
Yeah, I
I
had
think
like
if
a
we're
reflex.
desperate, we are probably... If we're desperate, we're probably more inclined to find these special features of the arena, of the maze that Sir Trooper mentioned.
Yes, those are the teleporter and there's some breakable wall. Should I make the breakable walls more obvious?
Rock, paper, scissors.
I'm not entirely sure, mate, because I haven't seen them yet.
Oh, it's a 1v1.
Come on. Come on, Hatchler, you can do
Who's
it.
gonna win?
Eat your sandwich. Where's your sandwich?
He has a shotgun.
Who does heavy without a sandwich?
Not good! I spy this magnet lie! Not good!
Come on. There he is.
So close, but so far.
Should we do auto mode again?
Yeah.
Humiliation.
Yeah, probably best to try the remainder of the games on humiliation, I'd say.
Is some
can
of the
finish off
spawn
by doing
points?
auto.
Why on some of the spawn points are tilted? You spawn tilted. Why is that?
Spawn tilted.
Yeah, on some of the spawn
Tilted
points,
challenge.
a little bit tilted.
Not sure, mate. Let me check the server console to see if there's any error messages. And no errors in console about spawn points not being usable, so you seem to have solved that
No.
problem.
No, not usable. I mean, like, sometimes, like, you spawn tilted and you have to kill yourself to make it straight.
No, I think you
I
just
really couldn't
switch
say.
first person views to get rid of it.
I think there is something where I don't know how it works though, but in one of Bun's maps, you can do a tilt challenge. I don't know how it works though.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
you told me that last time, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Well, it might be. It might be the same thing that's causing it. He's using it to his.
Humiliation.
Alright.
Oh no,
He's
not the
using it
same
to.
one.
Oh, okay.
Bye bye, Maddie.
Ow.
Flawless victory. You did well. Finally.
Bye bye, Alex.
Cheers, Alex.
So what do we
Thanks for
have?
helping me, Ted.
What do we have left to test?
Can
I'm tilted
someone
as well
make...
now.
I see. Quickly kill yourself. Quickly kill yourself. Resets it, see?
So it appeared to be the spawn point inside, around here,
Yeah.
sort
But
of
they're
thing.
all straight, so I don't know why it's doing that.
You might have inadvertently given one of the spawn points an angles key value property or something. The model won't show that in Hammer, I don't think.
Wouldn't it come up in the problem report, you know, Alt P?
No, because Hammer doesn't consider that a problem. I mean, you might have done it intentionally, if you know what I mean. It's not an error per se.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying?
It's given me angle problems before, angle errors before.
I'm not entirely sure if there's origin and there's angles, yeah. So maybe you could just delete the spawn points and recreate them. It's probably the simplest thing to do.
So, could how
Oh.
How?
like Can we make a list of like all the people that's helped me test so I can put it on one of those?
Yo, incoming!
Well, it'll be in the video.
Yeah.
Oh,
I expect.
I also got this.
Should
I
be
also
able
got
to
this.
see.
If you come here, Matt.
If R60D was able to press tab a few times.
Yeah, constantly actually.
There you go.
I have this habit of pressing tab every time I can.
Very nice, huh?
Cheers, matey.
And here's your personal song.
Yeah, thank you. I like the
Cream's
two
one all
colours.
the way at the back. Yes,
Blue
I
and
like
red where Matty looks good. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit. Block the door, block the door, block the door, block the door! Oh, it's opening again. Woo!
Oh shit, that's not supposed to happen.
Easter egg! We broke the map.
I'll fix that too.
It's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been given a second chance at life.
Do you think I should leave it?
It's not doing any harm.
Look, see here, look. I had to redo these things because they kept overlapping, so I just raised it like by 1 unit down. So now it just shows the whole thing. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
The door?
So the road texture would collide with the door. So like, you know, when you do overlapping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I just lowered the ground under the door by 1 unit. No.
Okay.
No, it
You could
doesn't do
probably
that.
just... Is this floor one continuous brush?
No.
You could probably get away with just making it one continuous brush. I wouldn't worry too much about the door.
No, see, that's why I separated it, because the textures were overlapping.
I don't understand what you mean by overlapping.
So you know when textures overlapping and you like walk like
what
that?
do you mean? Do you mean when they occupy the same plane and they flicker?
Yeah, like that.
That's called Z fighting because yeah.
Ah, okay. Ah, fuck.
I mean, you can get around that easily. All you have to do is give the door a recessed lip, so it just recedes further into the floor and then it just disappears.
What?
Yeah, when you create a func door, by default it only moves the same distance as the length of the door, the height of the door. So if it's 512 units high, it'll only move 512 units. But there's a lip value that you can set.
Oh, so
The
it
lip
moves down
allows
even
you
more.
to... Yeah, the lip allows you to keep a little bit of door sticking out, or alternatively, a negative value will make the door go further into the wall.
That's not immersive. So I'll do that first one you suggested.
It's not,
Let's
but
check out-
I mean, neither is a door going into the floor.
Victor.
That's not how doors work. But it's an anti-rusher door, so, you know. What you could do is you 2 units of the door still remain, and then you could just make the door non-solid.
Doors rise thing instead of go down.
Normally, shutter doors do rise, yes. So if you wanted to make it more realistic, you could make it rise, and then just make it a little bit slower, so it still maintains its anti-rush mechanics. But if you wanted to have a lip and wanted to have it on the floor, then you could give it a positive lip, so it still stuck out a little bit, and then send it a solidity output or input, sorry, to change it to non-solid, and then people wouldn't clip with it. Also, the tops of your door brushes are pitch black because they are obscured by a brush, so they're not receiving any lighting data.
Need a dispenser here. We got a spy. Let's
I suppose it's not a major
go.
issue,
Go, go. That's what I'm talking
but there are ways around that. I mean, you could make the
Go, go. We just let's go. Go. Freaking scouts.
you could have the doors teleport or off to one side and then teleport them in when the start of the round happens, or you could you could make the brushes that they live in non-solid by making them func brush or whatever, but probably nothing to worry about. Or make them, yeah, you can make them a func detail. You can make them a prop dynamic as well using proper, but I'm probably going into too much detail, so ignore me. blah blah blah.
Yeah, there's a spy over there.
Fuck detail.
I love D.
Do any games that we haven't checked yet?
Not. We haven't checked all the humiliations.
Rip.
I guess we could like teleport to the ends
Yo,
if you have nothing else to test.
Yes. I'll have the debug thing.
Yeah.
Rip.
There's a spy over here.
I'll just use my no clip.
Incoming.
Good. Finish no clip.
There we go.
Your humiliation.
Humiliation.
So it seems possible to shoot the activator using the rap assassin, and I don't know how.
Time for a new experiment. Let's try gas.
There's a spy over here.
Oh, I can't see him.
Nice.
Oh, we can spray on this
experiment.
glass. Okay. I think that's a resounding success. Yeah, I think if you make the gas more transparent so we can actually see him suffering, that'd be good.
Alright.
Also, bear in mind that humiliations on servers like Sky or places that
Wait.
scale the activators.
Play ball.
Oh no. I put so it does that a thing that drowning thing for effect, but at the end it does another kill trigger with 9,000 damage.
Okay, what you could do is do doubling with forgiveness.
Wait, where's R60?
I'm dead. I'm back.
There.
R60. You've done a
Back
lot
from
of
the
help
dead.
for this map. Do you
Hold
want your
on.
own sign as well?
Yeah, that's good. But I have to go to
Ah,
the.
You shouldn't ask if he wants his own sign.
On my own sign.
Then he's forced to say no because he's too humble. You should just give him his own sign. And then he has to say, no, don't do that. Oh, no, I don't deserve
I
it.
mean, if you want to, sure. I don't have any objections
Yeah, sure, whatever.
against this.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you just use one trigger hurt, just give it the doubling with forgiveness flag, and every tick, which is half a second, the amount of damage that it deals will double and double and double. So you could probably get away with having just the one trigger hurt.
Ah, more gas.
Time for a new experiment. Let's try gas.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't really
I
matter,
see
like.
what you mean now.
It's just about entity saving, that's all. At least you've actually got some kind of protection against VSH stuff.
Now do it again.
I mean, we could... Area, the other humiliation.
I'm dying here.
5, 4, 3,
fucking time, sweetheart!
begin.
Woohoo!
I would make the wall, the corridors in the maze a bit wider. Maybe about a third wider. Because if it's a combat game, it's a bit tricky doing the combat in such a tight space, you know? Where am I? Oh,
Oh no.
rip.
You just got hammered, bitch.
I did. If only.
Do it again.
Wait,
I'm tilted
I don't
on the
think
outside
I can,
here.
I can no clip this time.
Wait. Oh, so that one.
I'm the activator.
Let's get him.
I'll make a note of the coordinates using get pos.
Right, thank you.
Oh, wait, this is weird.
Sub Burker, you look nice as Hitler. Really handsome.
His cosmetics are showing through the skin. You would have thought the plugin would kill his cosmetics. Do you know what? I'm inclined
Why
to
is it-
make my own plugin.
Got a spy. Yeah, thanks.
Do we kill him or is this humiliation?
Yeah, the donut one.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Donuts? Oh. Oh, okay, it's a literal sort of... Ow, what did I die?
I
Oh,
think
it's
the kill
triggered
trigger is a bit
parented,
too
is it?
big.
Fair enough.
I need to make that smaller.
In fact, what best thing to do, I think, is just don't parent it to the prop or the brush. Just have it there, see a shockwave, and then when it falls, then enable it.
Fight to the
Ah,
death.
yes. Okay, well that's all
Play
the
ball.
humiliation.
Winter 4.
There's another spawn point here that I've spawned in on. I'm tilted, so I've made a note of that as well.
Yeah. There aren't any more, I guess. So I'm gonna stop recording the thing now.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much, folks.
Yeah.
Victory.
That's a weird donut. It's like a sphere.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
should be a
tried
bit
my
flatter
best.